Europe runs and kisses up to China. They're like, we love you, China. We love you, China. And I'm like, oh, really, guys? I mean, didn't we spend like a ton of money? We spent a lot of money. You know how much money it would cost if Europe has to defend itself against Russia? Minimum 250 euros. And that would be like 3.5% of GDP. So that's not going to be so pretty for Europe. But look, they don't care. They don't remember. You had Ursula von der Leyen out there in Brussels saying that they were going to hold a big deal like EU-China summit. Diplomatic relations between EU and China were going to be great because they were going to promote all these high-level dialogues about green energy. I'm sorry. Like, it just makes me laugh because they're so delusional on this stuff. Anyway, they kind of sort of tipped their hand, if you would, at that moment in time. It's like, hey, who needs enemies in China when you have friends in Brussels, right? I mean, come on, guys. We matter, though. We matter to China. We're like $500 billion. Actually, this number's updated. I'll give you more updated numbers. It's like $580 billion that we're worth to China, which is a lot more. Well, it might be almost, the EU is catching up in terms of its consumer abilities, but we're still the number one. And by country, we're certainly number one. So new questions now about what happens if, in fact, the 90 days come and go and we haven't reached enough agreements, certainly with biggies like, important blocks like the EU or others. Here's what Donald Trump said on it very transparently in a press conference just yesterday.
President, if you aren't able to reach the deals that you want to see at the end of the 90 days, will you put those higher tariffs in place or will you extend the pause?
That's what would happen. I mean, if we can't make the deal that we want to make or we have to make or that's good for both parties, it's got to be good for both parties.
You wouldn't,
and then we go back to where we were.
Go back to the numbers that you announced last week.
I think
you
so.
wouldn't extend the pause?
No. We'll have to see what happens at that time.
Thank you, Mr. President.
So we'll see what happens at that time. I would say this: he's very flexible. He remains flexible. I mean, the market went up today. The market's going to go up. The market's going to go down. Our friend Don, if you're still in the chat, I know he was a former options trader, so it's a whole different ball game. We may do something on that, actually, Don at 76 Research, because one of my very dear friends was also an options trader and is loving this moment. He's like, I love the vol, right? The volatility is everything. And there's been a ton of volatility, most definitely. And so for traders that are options traders, like Don or my friend, you can get in and out of the market in that kind of scenario. And my friend loves it, right? Like he advises that. I, on the other hand, am more about the more conservative dollar cost averaging, and we've identified a bunch of companies that we really like and some spaces that we really like. So I encourage you to go get that information, just $1 a month at 76research.com, especially in a time like this with everything going on. I mean, there is all this market volatility, and I expect it to continue. I really, really, really do. Reminder to subscribe, share, like to this show.